Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone and welcome into week number 6 of the Noma Next Gen series. And this week we are off to Kentucky Speedway. Let me go ahead and show you some of the race info for today. Yes, Kentucky Speedway, 1.46 mile track, 98 degree Fahrenheit track temperature with a 79 degree Fahrenheit ambient temperature. 31% humidity with an overcast day with 3 mile per hour winds. So nice and cozy for us up here in the stands. They are currently doing their practice session, which is set for 45 minutes. As soon as they're done with that, we'll move on to the qualifying session, which will be set for 5 minutes. They'll have 2 chances and 2 laps to put in a good lap time. We'll take those results and line them up for the main race of the day, which will be 150 laps of racing here tonight. Do remember at lap number 30 and at lap number 70, those are our stage ends. You'll see the racers racing for positions to score some of those stage points for the championship standings, which will come in handy towards the end of the season. So they'll be racing pretty hard towards the end of those 30 laps and 70 laps. They do have 5 sets of tires, 1 fast repair, and 3 green-white checkered attempts here tonight. And of course, this is brought to you in part by Royalty Racing Network and myself, Triple F Bomb. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully you are doing good. I missed you all the last couple weeks. I had to go out of town last weekend, so I wasn't able to stream. A big shout out to Austin Green for putting stuff together and getting the broadcast out there, so you guys didn't miss week number 5 of action anyways. But let me go ahead and show you some of the championship standings. This is where we stand currently heading into tonight. John Ross, the man on top for Adrenaline, for Team Adrenaline, for 288 points. Chris Cornett in the second position right now, 50 points behind that lead spot for the 0X Sim Racing team with 238. And rounding out the top 3 right now is Matthew Fritz for Venom Racing. He has 204 points. Joshua Freed for Max Adrenaline has 186. And rounding out your top 5 right now is Christian Delgado for Team Adrenaline with 177 points. Chase Greer, Justin Parham, Dustin Dustin Rogerson, Kenneth Redinger, and Patrick Hernandez round out your top 10. Then we have Jay Stinson, Joe Hudson, Ryan Gomes, Brian Wortman, Devin Bacino rounding out the top 15. Keith Prince, Sean Wilder, Zach Lockett rounding out the top 18. Here are the rest of the racers in the top 25. We have Alan Wild in 19th. 20th position goes to Joey Hickox, Leroy Koblenz, Todd Merkel, Ronald Lossy, Carson Youngblood, and Kerry Klein round out the top 25. Let's see if some of these racers here tonight will have a good week here at old Kentucky Speedway. I'm not a humongous fan of this track, so good luck to all the racers here tonight. But let's go and get down to some of the action on track and see what is exactly going on. Who has our fastest time at the moment? It looks like Joe Hudson. We'll go ahead and make this the best time so you all can see it. A 30.45 is the time to beat. Let's see if he is in pit lane. I think he is. Where is he at? There he is. I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the driver details as well. There you go. He is driving the Toyota Camry, the number 49 car with Legacy MC on the side of that thing. Black and gold machine. Good luck tonight, Joe Hudson. Who else do we have? Todd Merkel, the number 12 car. He is currently zooming around the track in his Ford Mustang. Good luck to you tonight, Todd. Justin Parham. He's around the track right now. A Chevy Camaro from Boiling Springs, South Carolina, in the number 19 car. I see Yingling on the side of that thing. That's a good looking ride. I like the white and gold and black and gold combo we got going on tonight between him and Joe Hudson. So good luck to you tonight, Justin. Carson Youngblood, the 16 car, Youngblood Racing on the side of that thing in his Chevy Camaro. Watch out for the number 16 tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Carson. Zach Lockett currently parked up in pit lane. I think he's just resting at the moment. It's the number 93 car. He is from Catawba, North Carolina. I think I say that different every single time I see that. But currently he has the top 5 spot with a 30.61. Currently in 5th position. Good luck to you tonight, Zach Lockett. Keith Prince, the number 1 car, is zooming around the track right now from Fairhope, Alabama. Good luck to you tonight, Keith, in the number 1 Chevy Camaro. Zach Steffens, he is currently making his way around track as well. Number 33 car from Bethune, South Carolina. Good luck to you tonight, Zach. Leroy Koblenz, he is making his way around the track as well. Dover, Delaware, getting some time in here in his Ford Mustang. Adrenaline Racing on the side of that thing, the black and red machine. Good luck to you tonight, Leroy. Chase Greer also making his way around. The number 8 car in his Chevy Camaro from Johnsonville, South Carolina. Big act on the side of that thing. Good luck to you tonight, Chase. Derek Buckaloo, I do not see him. Oh, he's actually in pit lane. There he is. The number 81 car. Man, that's a good-looking paint scheme. I really like this paint scheme. Holy smokes, with the 0X media and design on the side of the 81 car and his Ford Mustang. He is from Beeville, Texas. Good luck to you tonight, Derek. Sean Wilder, there he is. The 91 car. The pit stall on the side of his Ford Mustang. He is from Salina, Ohio. Good luck to you tonight, Sean Wilder. Matthew Fritz making his way around the track, the 29 car, the M&M Pet Sitting Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Matt. Here's Gregory Bloomer. I don't think I've seen you before, Gregory Bloomer Jr. The number 69 car in his Chevy Camaro. Got Busch Light on the side of that thing. Good luck to you tonight, Gregory. Dustin Rogerson currently in pit lane. And that's a good looking paint scheme as well. Man, I tell you what, they brought the paint schemes here tonight. The number 23 car, the driver from New Berlin, Illinois, in his Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Dustin Rogerson. Patrick Hernandez around the track right now. The number 4 car in his Toyota Camry from Fort Worth, Texas. Good luck to you tonight, Patrick. Who else do we have? Ryan Gomes currently in pit lane, the 55 car. Caterpillar on the side of his Chevy Camaro from Arcata, California. Dev's Sport Cards. Not sure what that's supposed to mean, but good luck to you tonight, Ryan. Kenneth Redinger making his way around the track, the 24 car in his trademark black and neon green machine. Got Raptor on the side of the car. Good luck to you tonight from Reading, Pennsylvania. Good luck to you tonight, Kenneth. Jay Stinson currently making his way around the track. The Frye Disposal on the side of that thing, which is tonight's main sponsor. This is the Frye Disposal LLC 225 from Kentucky Speedway. So thank you all very much, sponsors that sponsor these races. Appreciate you guys a lot. Couldn't do it without you. He is from Bristol, my hometown. He is my neighbor. We didn't even know it until we started this thing. So yeah, big shout out to you tonight, Jay. Good luck tonight, buddy. Alan Wild, he is pulling that thing maybe into pit lane, maybe coming out of pit lane, not sure, in his Ford Mustang. Alpha Men on the side of the 28 car. Good luck to you tonight, Alan. Joey Hickox currently in pit lane, the number 3 car. H&H Tractor Work on the side of his Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Joey. Here is Tommy Bolte, currently in pit lane, the 26 car from Woodstock, Illinois. Good luck to you tonight, Tommy. Brian Wortman, he is currently making his way around the track, the 74 car from Statesville, North Carolina. Good luck to you tonight, Brian. And then Kerry Klein. I don't think I've seen Kerry Klein. Maybe I have. Maybe I just don't remember. But he is in the 11 car. It says Shitter's Full on the tailgate of that thing. Okay, he is from Outhouse Racing. Good luck to you tonight, Kerry Klein. All right, I believe that is everybody. I can go ahead and get these this driver information off the screen. We'll just watch the cars zoom around the track. We're about 9 minutes left here in practice session. Then we'll move on to qualifying here in just 1 minute. Get that out of here. Let's get these sponsor banners up here. Appreciate all of you sponsors. You can see those in the bottom right. Thank you all very much for sponsoring the stream, sponsoring this this league here. Man, it is a good league. We've had a lot of good races this season. My favorite race of the season has to be Daytona. I had an absolute blast. That was my first race with the Noma Next Gen Series, and let me tell you something, they put on one hell of a show that night. It was a lot of fun. But I tell you what, we've had good racing all season long. Every race I've been here, we've had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun. Who currently has fast time? It is still Joe Hudson with his 30.45. Todd Merkel not too far behind with a 30.47. Justin Parham in third place right now with a 30.49. So only 4 1/100ths of a second separating the top 3 cars. That tells you just how close this is. They do run fixed setups in this league, so everybody's going to be pretty close on pace. It'll all come down to a lot of driver talent, and we'll have to see just how much talent they have, or if they run out of it before the checker flags wave here tonight. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys are doing good. I've had a good couple weeks. I have a lot of stuff going on at work, but life's good. Life's good. I can't complain. I like doing this stuff on Saturday night. It's a fun thing to do on the weekends. Hopefully you guys are excited for a pretty good show here tonight. Look at 12th, 13th, and 14th place. They all have a tie time right now with a 30.74. That tells you, man, it is super close on the grid. Holy smokes. 0.4 of a second separate the top 20 cars right now. Holy hell. That is close. Go ahead and take an onboard here with somebody zooming around the track. Who is zooming around? We got Carson Youngblood. Will he take us for a ride? I think he will. I'm going to go ahead and turn this tower off for just one moment, so we can just see what it feels like for these drivers. This is what they're going to be experiencing here tonight. Here he is through turns 3 and 4, heading onto the front stretch. Take us for a good ride here, Carson. Show us how it's done. In 5th gear. See if he downshifts here in the corners. I don't think you'll have to. I think you can keep it in 5th gear all the way around this track. I think they are just using an iRacing setup. It's smooth. Let's see how low he dives on those RPMs. Down to about 6,900 RPMs. Gets a little loose there out of turn number 4, but keeps it off the wall and heads down through the tri-oval here. Across the start-finish line, and that right there is a lap here at Kentucky Speedway. Remember, 150 laps scheduled here tonight. Hopefully we can make most of those in the green flag conditions. Always like to see green flag pit stops and all that good stuff. I think that really tests the driver. Pitting under caution is quite easy, so green flag conditions really show who is who out here. I think it separates the men from the boys. And it looks like turn 4 is going to be a tricky one for quite a few people here tonight. Before I started the stream, I was watching some of these racers zoom around the track, and it seemed like that seems to be where most of the trouble is coming out of turn number 4. Turn 2 seems to be pretty smooth. They can kind of coast the car up the track and hug up next to the wall. No big deal, but turn 4 car seems to get a little snappy. Somebody down there on the infield, it looked like the 55 of Ryan Gomes. Yeah, Carson looking pretty darn good out there. Thanks for the ride, Carson. Currently has a top 5 spot. He's in 4th position with a 30.56, so he looks like he's doing all right getting his way around the track. Five minutes left here in practice, just a little less. A few little things here in the background. You all can just watch the cars zoom around the track here for a minute. All right, sorry about that. Had to fix a few things here for my settings to make all my buttons where I want them and all that good stuff so we can have a nice smooth stream. Hopefully anyways, that's what we always hope for. Excited to see what they do in qualifying. Joe Hudson still has that fastest time right now. See if he can put that all into qualifying. 30.45. I think that just might be good enough for pole. He can do it again. Chase Greer coming out of turn 4. Looking pretty good right on the tailgate of Keith Prince there in the number 1 car. Nice and smooth down into the corner. I do wonder what their pit windows will be here tonight. Strategy game will be quite interesting if we don't get a lot of cautions. Could be pretty wild here tonight. You never know. I think we've had anybody else join us so far. We have 25 cars set to make grid here tonight. I love that this league keeps bringing the racers. I was worried after Daytona because Daytona's a pretty good, easy track to bring, you know, a pretty good crowd. But we have not seen much fall off all season long. A lot of good racers out here, a lot of stiff competition. A lot of these guys are friends outside of, outside of the fences of the track here. So good to see everybody showing up each week. Appreciate you guys a lot. Less than 2 minutes now here left in practice. You all can go ahead and let me know in chat who you think is going to be the winner here tonight. Do I not see a John Ross in here? Our points leader does not look like he is in. I know. I do not see him. Oh boy, oh boy. That could shake things up a little bit. Those of you that missed that earlier, I'll go ahead and show you the championship standings heading into tonight. He was our points. Oh, yeah, let's go back up to the top here. Here we go. He was our points leader heading into tonight with 288 points. He does have a 50-point cushion, though. Back to Chris Cornett. I do not see Chris Cornett. Yes, I do. Chris Cornett is in here. At least he made it. Matthew Fritz, definitely here. This could shake up the points a bit. Let's bring it a little bit closer. I don't know. Have to wait and see. Less than a minute now. Here is the number 88 of Chris Cornett. Let's zoom in on that paint job here. 0X Media and Design on the side of the 88 Chevy Camaro here. Good luck to you tonight, Chris Cornett. I think I see somebody else has loaded in. Christian Delgado, the 13 car, did make it in. Bed cam on the side of this thing. Got some tasteful design on the side. I like it. Oh, he was there, and he wasn't, and then he was again. Good luck to you tonight, Christian. Snowbelt Industries for Tommy Pulte on the side of that thing. Whoa! Jay Stinson gets a little loose there, taking the high side, and that is it for practice. I'll show you some of those results here in a minute. You'll see the racers dive back to pit lane, headed off to. Whoa! What is this view? That's not right. That don't look good at all, does it? Now racers got to put it together and put it out here for qualifying. This is where it really matters. Practice was just to get the tires warmed up. Some of those nerves shaking out. Here are the results from practice. Joe Hudson did have the fastest time with a 30.451. Todd Merkel, Justin Parham, Carson Youngblood, and Zach Lockett round out the top 5. Let's see if they can put it all on the track here for qualifying. I see some of the racers already making their way down to pit lane. Some of them are making their way off of pit lane. Go ahead and bring up the tower over here so we can see those times being put in. Here's Patrick Hernandez, the number 4 car, coming out of pit lane and onto the track surface. Put it together, buddy. It's time to shine. Kerry Klein as well, out on track, the number 11 car. Joey Hickox, he is out on track, number 3 car. Back out here in the number 93 car on track. On Wilder, getting ready to put in some fast lap times, I'm sure of it. See who's going to be the first one to put in a lap time. Here's Josh Freed. We didn't get to see him in pre-race festivities. Here's the 39 car. Good luck to you tonight, Josh. Bloomer. Gregory Bloomer, the 69 car, going to be the first one to put in a lap time of 31.48. Let's see how long it'll stand at the top of the leaderboard. Sean Wilder coming in with a nice time as well. What did he get? A 32.41. Leroy Cobb-Lentz has just put in the fastest time of 31.04, which is smashed immediately by the number 93 of Zach Lockett with his 30.85. That is now the time to beat. Some racers coming out on track now. Derek Buckaludis put in a good fast time in the 81 car, a 30.81. Carson Youngblood has just beaten that time, a 30.71 now on the board for the fastest time. Looks like Leroy Cobb-Lentz improved on his second lap to a 30.78, which is good enough for a front row start at the moment. But Zach Lockett, look at him putting in a good lap time, a 30.70, good enough for pole position right now. Can he hang on to it? Only time will tell. Bay Stinson out on track. He is zooming down the back stretch. Here he is in the number 2 Frye disposal. Good luck. Come on, buddy. Put it together, Jay. He is heading out of turn 4, getting ready to cross the start-finish line. Pretty solid first lap. Good enough for 11th. 31.24. Let's see if he can improve on this second lap here. Here he is heading out of turn number 2. Nice and smooth. Right up next to the wall. That's exactly where you want to be. Holding it to the floor here. Going to get out of the throttle here just a little bit. Going to try to stick it down there next to the yellow line. Going to coast up the track here a little bit. Get a little bit of a push there. Let's see if he can hold it. He does. Let's see what this lap time is. Jay Stinson 31.24. Does he improve? He does. Nicely done. A 30.85. Good job, Jay Stinson. Good enough for P7 at the moment. Does look like Zach Lockett still holds the fastest time, though, a 30.70. Carson Youngblood starting alongside Christian Delgado, making his way around the track. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. He has gotten loose there in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Tried to collect it, but slid up into the outside wall there in turn 2. And has absolutely destroyed the right front of the car. It's going to ruin his time here. A 31.00 was his fastest time. I think that just might be it. Ryan Gomes, is he coming out on track? Well, he was. Thought better of it. Matthew Fritz currently making his way around. Had a pretty solid season so far in the top 25 in points. And he has put in a 31.21, which would be his fastest time. Here's Joe Hudson heading down the backstretch at 31.48, his current fastest time. Nobody else out on track, I don't think. Nope, Tommy Pulte, I apologize. He is out on track, and so is Chris Cornett, the number 88 car. Doesn't look like Brian Wortman or Kenneth Redinger has put in a lap time, and there is less than 30 seconds on the board. Doesn't look like they're going to qualify here tonight. They might have an EOL. Joe Hudson, look at him put in a fast time. Well done, sir. A 30.62. Good enough for pole position. Him and Zach Lockett look like they're going to share that front row spot. Tommy Pulte doesn't look like he's going to finish his lap. Chris Cornett making his way around. What does he get his first time? He gets a 30.81. Good enough for P6, so he's going to start in the third row. We'll wait till the racers get down on pit lane, and I'll go ahead and show you the starting lineup for us tonight. I love the starting grid here. I love how they start at this catty-quartered angle. I think it looks really good when you got all the cars on track. Here's the 93 of Zach Lockett. Got a front row starting position. Going to share that with Joe Hudson. Here's the 42 of Leroy Cobb-Lentz. Good looking car there. See if you can put that thing in victory lane here tonight. Derek Buckaloo, he has pulled the straps tight. He is ready to go. Let's go, Cat 5-5. Where is he? Is he out on track yet? Yes, he is. There he is. There's your man, Josh Hall. Good luck tonight, Ryan Gomes. You got a fan out here watching you, so you better do well here tonight. I think he'll do just fine. Pole position sitter has not made it to grid just yet. Here is Chris Cornett, number 88 car. Nicely done, putting it in there at the last moment, though. Good enough for P6 on grid here tonight. Jay Stinson back here. Again, another big shout out to Frye Disposal LLC. They were the main sponsor here for tonight. The Frye Disposal LLC 225 brought to you from Kentucky. Going to be a beautiful night of racing, I have a feeling. Here's Patrick Hernandez in the 4 car, starting in 13th position. Christian Delgado. Here's Keith Prince. Chase Greer. Like we're about 10 seconds left for gridding, so we're waiting for everybody to make grid. There's Matthew Fritz, Ryan Gomes, Alan Wild in the 28 car, Joey Hickox in the 3 car, Josh Freed in the 39 car, Dustin Rogerson, which I love this paint scheme. I'm just saying, I think that's absolutely gorgeous. Good luck to you tonight, Dustin. Gregory Bloomer, starting in 21st, 22nd, Kenneth Redinger, Brian Wertman. Tommy Pulte back here. Carson Youngblood starting from pit lane, it looks like. All right, it does look like all racers have made it down to the track. Let's go ahead and show you those qualifying results and our starting grid of the night. Here you have it. Let's go ahead and turn this off over here to the left. We don't need that. Here you go. Joe Hudson, nicely done, sir. A 30.624, good enough for pole position. You'll have Zach Lockett alongside. Second row will be Carson Youngblood and Justin Parham. Third row will be Leroy Koblenz and Chris Cornett. Fourth row will be Derek Buckaloo and Zach Steffens. Then we'll have Jay Stinson and Todd Merkel going to round out the top 10. Then we'll have Kerry Klein and Sean Wilder in the 6th row. Who else do we have? We have Christian Delgado and Patrick Hernandez going to share that spot for the 7th row. 8th row will be Chase Greer and Keith Prince. For the 9th row, we'll have Matthew Fritz and Ryan Gomes. We'll have Alan Wild and Joey Hickox in row 10. Row 11 goes to Joshua Freed and Dustin Rogerson. Then we'll have Gregory Bloomer Jr. and Kenneth Redinger. Then here you go, Brian Wertman to round out the field. That is everybody. They are going to go ahead and get themselves ready, it looks like. Pace car getting ready to dip off down into pit lane. Green flag being held here by our official over to the left. It is almost go time, folks. 150 laps of racing scheduled here tonight. Joe Hudson going to lead us off here. Green flag is now out. You see it waving, and there they go. They take off, and let's get this thing started. Whoa, the top row there looked like it was having a little issue trying to get things started. Seen some of the cars slicing and dicing around, trying to make some big moves there to try to get around some of the slower traffic. Still side by side as we head through turns 1 and out of turn number 2 for the first time here today. Looks like nice and smooth so far. Hopefully we can keep things. Oh my goodness. Oh, what is that? Was that Kenneth Redinger back there? I think it was. I think he hit the outside wall heading out of turn number 2. I see some damage to the right front of that thing. He might be struggling. Man, I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but he just turned right up into the wall. You can see it out there in the distance. That is going to be a long race. They do have one faster pair in case they're going to need it, but hopefully they don't. But Zach Lockett right now currently out to a pretty good lead out front. Chris Cornett has secured 2nd position now, heading out of turn 2. Looks like Justin Parham going to be in that 3rd spot. Who is this? Joe Hudson going to be in 4th right now. And then Leroy Koblenz rounding out your top 5 as they head through turns 3 and 4. You see him 4 wide in behind here. That's Hernandez taking the higher line here. The 81 gets a little loose there in the corner, but he does gather things up. Derek Buckaloo looks like he's going to be side by side as they head across the stripes there. The 33 car of Zach Stevens not too far behind. Ooh, I thought he was going to actually take a peek there to the inside. He was not able to get the run he would want it, but he's going to tuck back into line. They're going to be side by side heading down the backstretch. Taking that really high line is Patrick Hernandez. I'm not sure if he's thinking about saving tires or if he just likes it up there. We'll just have to keep an eye on him for the rest of the race. Looks like it's working out pretty good for him right now. He has Christian Delgado in the 13 car in behind him, and rounding out top 10 right now is Zach Stevens back here in the number 33 car. He does have Jay Stinson, though, up on the high side. Let's see if he can make something work heading out of turn number 2. Going to carry all that speed down the backstretch. Can he out drag race Zach here down into turn number 3? He does not. Looks like Zach is going to hang on to it for now. There's little one of Keith Prince not sitting too far behind. We will take a peek out front for just a minute. Zach Lockett is our leader. Chris Cornett back here, I don't know, probably 6 to 7 car lengths back. So pretty comfortable position, about half a second to the lead pack there. Here is the 19 of Justin Parham, which is pushing the pace right now. Going to actually take a peek there as he heads out of turn number 2. Not able to get the run to get alongside, but here he is down the backstretch. Gets a little bit of draft. He's going to take a look to the inside in turn number 3. Let's see if he can secure this spot and take over second position. He does for just a second. Can he seal the deal heading out of turn number 4? Not just yet. Chris Cornett is not giving up on that high side. Quite the run heading down across the start-finish line. Chris Cornett still up top. Justin Parham really good through 1 and 2 down on that low side, and he will seal it off and take away second position. Nicely done, Justin. Joe Hudson, he qualified on pole, has slipped back a few spots, but still running in 4th position. He might be worried about the tires and trying to save a little bit here. I'm hoping for a pretty good green flag stint. We'll have to wait and see. Last time out, we did have quite a few cautions, but hopefully it'll get a little bit cleaned up this week, and we'll see some green flag pit stops and all that good stuff. I'd like to see all green flag the whole way through, but that's just me. I guess we'll just have to hope and pray. And down the backstretch now, the 81 of Derek Buckaloo had a really good run there on the 42 of Leroy Coblentz. Going to take a peek to the inside. You see all the cars in behind. We got 3 wide there for just a second. Heading out of turn 4. Like everybody still has plenty of grip as we head into lap number 8. Going to take an onboard here with the number 4 of Patrick Hernandez. He is right here in the thick of things. He's got the 13 of Christian Delgado right here in front. The 42 of Leroy Coblentz right up above him. Up the track. Ooh, gets a little loose there, a snappy loose. Heading out of turn 2, but he does gather it up and secure the spot there over Leroy. Takes about a mid-line here through 3 and 4. Going to try to carry some speed down the front stretch. Gets a little bit of draft from the 13 of Christian Delgado. To head across the start-finish line on to lap number 9. Pretty good run there by the number 4, Patrick Hernandez. But behind him, a hungry pack. Here is Sean Wilder with the number 91 car. Leads Jay Stinson, Zach Stevens, Keith Prince, Josh Freed, Leroy Coblentz. All of them all bunched up here together. Not entirely sure what position they want to go for. Here's the number 1 of Keith Prince. He's kind of at the head of this pack now, starting to iron themselves out a little bit. Ooh, I saw Joshua Free get a little high there. Heading out of turn 4 and scrub the wall. Seeing the sparks and smoke flying. I don't think it was enough to do too much to the car. Racing side by side like this is really going to punish the tires. Some of these racers, and they're not going to like it by the end of the race. 5 sets of tires here tonight, though. I think they're going to be just fine on tires. I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. I think it all depends on how many cautions we have here tonight. Because caution flag laps do count in this league, so the more cautions, the better they are on tires. Pretty good battle back here. Here's the 42 of Leroy Coblentz. He's on the inside. He's got the 28 of Alan Wild up high. The number 12 of Todd Merkel as well up high. He does have a little help from the 55 of Ryan Gomes. They're going to slide up to the high side as he heads out of turn number 4. He is going to lose those 2 spots to Alan Wild and Todd Merkel. Let's settle into line here. Let's see what Ryan Gomes can do with him. Looks like he's running pretty good in 17th spot right now. Started in the 18th, so he's made up a spot so far. You always like to see the green number of positions gained beside your name anytime you look back. Taking a look to the inside here in turn number 3. Let's go ahead and take an onboard here with him. Here's the 28 of Alan Wild right here in front of him. Slides up the track, and he does get that move done. Nice and smooth in the corner. Looks like he's still feeling pretty good with the car sticking right to that yellow line. Gets a little bit loose. Does carry quite the speed out of the corner, though. Hang tight here to Alan Wild. He goes back to the low side here through 3 and 4. Really having to crank on that wheel. Got an awful push here heading into the corner. Gets a little snappy loose out of the corner, but man, he looked nice and smooth right there. Nice. Man, quite the run through 1 and 2 here. He's going to be right on the back of the 28 of Alan Wild. He takes a look to the inside here, heading into turn 3. Here's the battle for 15th spot. I apologize. Not able to get the move done just yet. The 28 car, quite the run on the high side. They're going to be side by side as they cross the stripes. Might get him here, though. Going to take the lower line, and he does. Ryan Gomes making big moves here. Lap number 15, up 3 spots from where he started now. Biggest mover of the race, Christian Delgado, right here in the 13 car. Started all the way back there in 14th position and has currently scored in 6th spot as he overtakes that spot from the number 4 of Patrick Hernandez. Nicely done, Christian Delgado. Looks like he's feeling pretty darn good in that thing. See what we got going on out front. Justin Parham starting to struggle. Oh my goodness, the 49 of Joe Hudson has gotten into the 88 of Chris Cornett, and luckily he is able to save it. Oh my goodness. That was close. Nicely done to Chris Cornett to save it there. It was completely sideways in the middle of that corner, but that'll be our first caution of the day here on lap number 17. Let's go ahead and take another look at that and see exactly what happened. Here they are heading down the backstretch. We'll take this view right here. We'll play it in slow motion. You can see the 49 just gets into the back of him. Let's back that up a little bit. Did Chris Cornett actually come down the track? Here he is. He does come down the track. I think they're both, well, one's going up, one's coming down, so I think it's just one of them racing things, if you ask me. Gets into the back of the 88 of Chris Cornett, and luckily he is able to keep that thing out of the safer barrier there and is going to be able to continue here. Might have burned up a little bit of those tires, but it could have been much, much worse. But there you go. That's what happened here. That's why we got our first caution of the day. Let's see what everybody does. Are they going to go to pit lane here? It is now open. And it does look like our leader thought about it. Not going to do it. Derek Buckaloo, though, is going to buy it, and he's going down pit lane. He might be all by himself, though. I'm not seeing anybody else make their way down pit lane. Pulling down through the grid here. It does look like Chase Greer in the number 8 car. He is going to come down pit lane. Looks like he's got a little damage to the nose of that car. Kenneth Redinger, we saw him hit the wall there, heading out of turn 2 really early in the race. Nice job keeping that thing limped along, and now he's going to come down pit lane. Try to get that thing worked on here a little bit. Brian Wertman as well coming down into his pit box, getting a little service on that thing. Does look like Kenneth Redinger is not going to use his fast repair, it doesn't look like. Can't really tell from this view if Chase Greer's using his fast repair. I don't think he is. I think everybody's trying to keep them for just in case things go wrong. Chase Greer, I see that thing getting popped out. Like the front of that car was getting repaired as we speak. So interesting. Had some people take it. Most people didn't. So it's going to be an interesting restart here. Does look like everybody that'll be in the top 10 did not go in pit lane, so I don't foresee any humongous speed differences between these racers. Zach Lockham looking pretty good here. First part of the race, though, has led damn near every single lap, so nicely done, Zach. I think he might have led every single lap, actually. I don't have that stat on my screen, but he's looked pretty darn good. I know he took the lead, and he ain't looked back since, but Justin Parham is starting to struggle there towards the end of that run. He had quite the pressure there by the number 88 of Chris Cornett before him and the 49 of Joe Hudson got together. It'll be interesting to see if Chris Cornett burn up a lot of those tires getting so sideways. The lights out on the pace car. Lights are out on the pace car, so it will be green flag next time by. Does look like everybody is out of pit lane. Nope. And it's Redinger coming back down pit lane to get some more service on that car. Brian Wertman as well coming down into his pit box. with red. Let's see the front of that thing. It looks pretty darn good. If he didn't use his faster pair, his pit crew did a nice job there. Thing looks brand new and shiny. Whole new life to the race now. Remember, lap number 30 and lap number 70. Those are the two stage ends here today. So we're going to be about 10 laps away from our first stage end. So you'll see the racers racing pretty hard here. Here is your starting lineup for your top 10 spots. Zach Lockett going to lead us off on this one. He's going to have Justin Parham on the high side. Chris Cornett and Joe Hudson going to share that second row. Third row will be Christian Delgado and the number 4 car of Patrick Hernandez. Fourth row will be Sean Wilder and Zach Stevens. Then we'll have Jay Stinson and Matthew Fritz. Nope, lied. Keith Prince. That'll be rounding out your top 10 here for our first restart of the day. Pace car is now diving to pit lane. Let's see what Zach Lockett can do here on some older tires. Let's see if he punished them a little bit, taking that lead spot and driving the wheels off that thing. Looked like the top line had a pretty tough time getting going there at the start of the race.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is now out. Good start there on the inside by the number 93 of Zach Lockett. And go ahead and take that lead spot and lead our way into turn number 1. Good race here for second, though. Look at the damage to the front of the 49 car. We'll have to wait and see if that hurts his car or hurts the performance of that thing as he heads down the backstretch. We'll see if he gets out drag raced here. Here he is beside the number 19 car. Can't really tell from this point of view. Gets a little loose there in the corner. Almost slides up into the 19. Able to keep it off of him, though, as we head out of turn number 4 on to lap number 21. Still side by side as we race down into turn number 1. Good race in behind him as well. We'll have the 88 of Chris Cornett and the 13 of Christian Delgado chomping at the bit, trying to make up those spots as well. Ooh, the number 19 of Justin Parham got really loose out of the corner. Him and the 88 car get tangled up there a little bit, and he slaps the wall. The number 91 car is now turned around. Oh, my goodness. We got some cars up in the wall. We got some, there we go. There's our caution flag. I was waiting to wait. I was like, is the caution flag not going to wait for that one? Yeah, it does look like it did. Saw a lot of cars getting tangled up there. I'm not entirely sure who all got damaged, but we will go ahead and take a look and see exactly what happened. Here they are way up in the wall already. Let's back this up a little bit as we head down the backstretch. This will be a pretty good view. Okay, so looks like the 4 car, Patrick Hernandez, comes up the track and actually gets into the left rear quarter panel of the number 91. Gets him a little loose. He slides up the track and into the 33 car. Is that the 30? Yeah, of Zach Stevens. They're both going to have a lot of damage. I think Zach Stevens going to have pretty heavy damage going nose into the wall there and into the side of the number 91 car. Doesn't look like anybody else was caught up in much of anything, but yeah, those two racers. Unfortunate there for Zach Stevens. He was an innocent bystander running his own race. But yeah, there you have it. Caution flag number 2 here, brought out on lap number 21. Number 91 now dipping down into pit lane, and so is the 33 car. Like the 74 of Brian Wortman as well coming down pit lane. You can see the damage to the right front of, and the right rear. Got a lot of damage just to the side of the car in general. Wait and see if he uses his faster pair. If not, I got a feeling he's going to have quite a bit of time here in pit lane to get that thing ready to go. Oh, it looks like he missed his pit box there a little bit as well. Had to back it up. Here's Zach Stevens. Like he might be taking a faster pair. Go ahead and take some tires as well. And he is now out of his pit box and back out on track. The short little race here to the end of our first stage. All right. Second caution already. Hopefully we clean it up here a little bit. We don't like to see a lot of caution flags. We like to see a little action now every now and then. So I ain't going to complain about it. You know, it's always good for the broadcaster up here. But I like to see good green flag stints here just for the good racing purposes. So far, though, our longest stint was our before our very first caution. It looked like Zach Lockett had quite the ride there. He was zooming around the track, had quite the lead. See if he can hang on to it and win this stage. Lights will be out on the pace car. this time by. Should be. Yes, lights are out. Let's go ahead and go through our top 10 starting lineup. Here's Joe Hudson going to start on the outside of row 1 with Zach Lockett going to be in command. Row 2 will be Christian Delgado in the 13 car, and the 19 of Justin Parham. Jay Stinson and Chris Cornett will be in your 3rd row. Matthew Fritz and Keith Prince will be in the 4th row. And rounding out your top 10 here for our second restart of the day will be Josh Freed and Ryan Gomes in the 55 car.
Light you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time.
Wait.
We are not going green.
What happened to Derek Buckaloo? I'm seeing that Derek Buckaloo crashed. Let's take a look back here, see what happened. Did he slide up into the wall? Here he is on the 24 of Kenneth Redinger. Oh no, he just had to pull up high. They had to fix something there, but yeah, that's why we are not going green this time by. Some of the racers will be happy to see that. I think some are still in pit lane. Ryan Wertman is now coming out of pit lane. Sean Wilder still sitting there getting that car worked on. He had quite the damage. That is unfortunate. Oh, looks like we are going green flag this time by. I think they went ahead and said, listen here, NASCAR officials, we're going green flag, whether you like it or not. There goes the pit car down pit lane. Green flag in the hand of the official here, just waiting on Zach Lockett. He's going to be the one in command here.
Green flag, green flag.
Got a really nice restart on our second restart of the day, and he does it once again. Nicely done, Zach. Going to go ahead and secure that spot. The race is on for second position as we head into turn number 1. The 13 of Christian Delgado going to be down low. Remember, the 49 of Joe Hudson has a little bit of damage to the nose of that thing, and maybe that's starting to play a little factor here in the drag race down the backstretch. The 19 of Justin Parham going to take the inside line. You see people slicing and dicing. Lap 30, they'll see the caution flags waving. That'll be the end of our stage. Every position matters here in the points battle. Heading through 3 and 4, the 19 of Justin Parham still hanging tough. Not able to get that spot done, though, over the 49 of Joe Hudson. Now has the 88 of Chris Cornett. Going to be on the high side as he's making big moves. Going to swing over right in front of the number 19 car. Take an inside look here on the inside of the 49 of Joe Hudson as we head down the backstretch. Not able to do much with it, so going to tuck back into line, get a little bit of draft here, reset, and go back for the attack here in just 1 minute. And there he goes, down to the low side. A little too far back to make a move there, but the 49 of Joe Hudson gets a little loose there out of turn 4. That's going to give the 88 of Chris Cornett quite the run right up to the bumper of him. He goes down below the yellow line, and here he goes, move to the inside in turns 1 and 2. I think he might have it here, and he does. Nicely done, Chris Cornett. Going to take away a top 3 spot. A little action going on back here as well. The 29 of Matthew Fritz down really low. Almost had a 3-wide action between him, Ryan Gomes, and a 39. They do settle up here a little bit, though. Out of the corner now, the 55 making big moves down low. Go ahead and take an onboard here with him. He is all in the mix. You hear the tires are squealing from his machine and others as he head through turns 1 and 2, and out of 2 now, nice and smooth. Got a car up above, so not able to move up the track. Going to try to get a little draft here. As he head into turn 3. Is that the 39 car? Yeah, that's Joshua Freed right there in front of him. And that Toyota Camry gets a little loose out of 4. Has to get out of the throttle. Going to lose quite a few positions here. And that's all it really takes when the racing's this close. Man, you hate to see it. But being stuck down low there coming out of 4 is a tough place to be. And as you see, going to tuck back into line. Where did he fall down to? 13th position. Battle for the lead is right here. Christian Delgado trying to chase down the number 93 car of Zach Lockett. They got a little bit of lap traffic. Who is that? The number 91 car? Yes, it is. That is the 91 car of Sean Wilder right here in front of these two. Good race back here for 3rd and 4th. Look at the number 1 of Keith Prince making a move on the outside of the 49. He does get that move done and move up to 4th. Now we got a battle for 5th position. Joe going to be down low. Justin going to be up high. Who's going to win this battle as he head out of turn number 2? This is the last lap for the stage. The caution flag will be coming out at the end of this lap. Oh, he slides up a little bit into the 19. Look at the 81 car. Going to make a huge move down low. Derek Buckaloo, nice move there. Clutch move. Going to take away those 2 positions and get him a top 5 spot here. Nicely done. Ooh.
All right, man. Caution.
A little bit of action right here in front of them. The 1 car in 88. Bump there a little bit as they cross the stripe. Nicely done to Zach Lockett. Here is the man that won the stage. Oh, where is he at? There he is. There he is. All right. Number 93 car, Zach Lockett. Nicely done, sir. Gonna win our first stage of the day. Our next stage will end at lap number 70. But I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of these cars come down pit lane. A lot of people have not taken any tires just yet, but the number 5 car, or the 5th place car, number 81 of Derek Buckaloo, he did go down pit lane on lap number 17. Will it be interesting to see if he decides that he wants to go down pit lane with the rest of the field. Let's have to wait and see the strategy game from the 81 car. Oh, a lot of the field coming out of the corner there full speed. Did not expect to see that pace car flashing lights. Make all kinds of moves here. Now let's see what the leaders will do. I got a feeling everybody's going to come down pit lane. I do believe the 81 of Derek Buckaloo will as well. That's my guess. We'll just have to wait and see. Track position might be more important to him. And it is not. He's going to come down pit lane. Does look like everybody's coming down pit lane. We'll keep an eye back here and see if anybody does choose to stay out. The 33 car, no big surprise, they're going to stay out. I think he actually went a lap down. No, he's not a lap down. I apologize. Zach Stevens going to move up the grid here. He might start on pole. He did go down and get tires on lap 22, so not too old of tires. See the race off of pit lane here. I got a feeling it's going to be pretty close. Ooh, the 13 of Christian Delgado. Does he get Zach Lockett? He does not. Nicely done, Zach. Good pit stop there. Able to outrace the 13 of Christian Delgado, so he will start on the front row. Christian Delgado going to have to be in that second row. Keith Prince going to be in that second row as well. Chris Cornett, Derek Buckaloo, Joe Hudson, Josh Freed, Jay Stinson, and Matthew Fritz. That'll be your top 10. I'm trying to keep an eye on the 24 car of Kenneth Redinger. Let's take a little zoomed in look on his car, see if he got all the damage fixed up on that thing. It's looking pretty good. I think he might be in pretty good shape. Yeah, thing looks pretty darn good. All right. Third restart of the day coming up here in just 1 second. Number 91 of Sean Wilder choosing to come down pit lane. That thing looks leaps and bounds better than it did earlier, huh? Maybe just getting a little bit of fuel there. Not sure. Here is the man that's going to lead us off, though. The 33 of Zach Stevens. Got the Zach and Zach show up front. Zach Stevens and Zach Lockett. Who's the better Zach? That's the question. Here's the field heading through turns 3 and 4. Watch that pace car get off the track and out of our way. It's go time, boys. All right, here we go. Everybody on fresh tires up front. So Zach Stevens going to have his hands full, but nice, good start there on the inside line. It looks like the place to be here today. Inside line looks like it's winning all the races off of the start-finish line there, so nicely done. Zach Stevens going to secure that spot. Christian Delgado going to overtake. Settle in that second spot right now. Whoa, a little loose back there in behind them. Saw him getting a little squirrely there heading down the back stretch. 3 wide as we head into turn number 3. Joe Hudson down low. Who is that? Is that the 81 car? Yes, it is. 81 car of Derek Buckaloo stuck right in the middle. Looks like things are starting to file out here a little bit. Battle for the lead is on, though. Christian Delgado with those fresher tires. Going to take a peek here to the inside as they head into 1. Getting ready to head out of turn 2. Can he make it stick and secure the spot? He can't currently. They're still going to be side by side as they head down the backstretch. See everybody else 2 by 2 all the way back to probably about 15th position. 93 of Zach Lockett, which has led much of this race here today. Not too far behind these 2. Oh, they touched there a little bit as they cross the stripes. He got a little loose. The 93 of Zach Lockett pushing the 33 of Zach Stevens now into turn 1. See just how hard they're pushing the cars here by how loose they are heading out of turn number 2. That's usually the easier of one of the corners around here, so getting a little sideways off of that one means they're really pushing it to the limit. Taken on board here by, actually with the number 88 of Chris Cornett, just trying to pick a line here. He was down below Christian Delgado there for just a minute, but then he went up behind Zach Lockett. I think he's just trying to find his rhythm here a little bit. Getting the green flag run started. Goes down low through 3 and 4. Zach Lockett going to be all by himself up top. There he is, sliding back up to the top. Got a little bit of run here on the 13 car. Is he going to give him a little bump behind? He is not. He's going to get as much draft as he can and go back to the high side of the track. Good close racing as we head down the backstretch. Zach Stevens probably like, yes, boys, keep racing each other back there. Struggling on tires as it is. All right, on to lap number 40 now. Chris Cornett again going to dip below the yellow lines here. Try to take an inside approach on the 13 of Christian Delgado. Can't quite get the run out of the corner. Oh, everybody's slapping the wall there a little bit. I've seen 3 different cars hit the wall in turn 2. With the 81 of Derek Buckaloo. Looking pretty good. Let's see what's going on throughout the rest of the field back here. There's a good little pack. Josh Freed leading. Who is this? Ryan Gomes, Carson Youngblood, Patrick Hernandez, and the rest of the Animal Clan back here. Like they're racing each other pretty darn hard. And down the back stretch, Todd Merkel going to be the only car on the low side. We'll start to switch lanes here just a little bit as we head into the corner, though. Might have 3 wide heading out of the corner. Patrick Hernandez was all over the bumper. Carson Youngblood. What's going on out front? They're starting to single file up now. The 20 or the 33 car going to be feeling a little bit of pressure here. It's doing really good, though, having 10 laps older tires than the rest of the field. Still leading the way out front, though. Track position looks like it's key here. If you still got a little life in the tires, that is. We'll have to see if this screen flag run continues here, just how much he's going to struggle. Whoa, gets a little loose, touches the wall. I think that was the 88 of Chris Cornett. Zach Lockett going to take a different approach here. Goes a little bit higher line through turns 3 and 4. See if he can carry some speed out of the corner. Down the front stretch, he does get a nice run here on the 33 car. Can he get the move done? He is alongside now as we head into turn 1. Hasn't locked that spot down just yet. Still side by side, slides up a little bit into the 33 car. Gets away from him, lets him recover there a little bit. We'll try again here through 3 and 4. Stevens with a nice run on that high side will secure the lead spot for now. Good racing up here up front. They're racing like it's 2 laps to go. Remember, the end of this stage will be at lap number 70. Oh, man, big slap on the wall there by the 49 of Joe Hudson. Saw it back there in 6th spot. Going to have the number 1 of Keith Prince to the low side now, which gets a little loose there as he head through turn 4. Able to gather it back up, though. Did lose a spot there, too. The number 2 of Jay Stinson. Ryan Gomes now making a move to the inside of the number 1 car. Can he get that move done? Oh, man, a lot of cars getting really loose out of the corner of turn 2. Looks like the 55 car will get it done and move up to 8 spots. Zach Lockett again trying to set up the 33. Zach Stevens. Going to take an cockpit view here with the man in 2nd place. And now the corner, nice run on the high side, has a little bit more speed. You see the out drag race as they head down the backstretch. Ooh, Zach got quite the push there into turn 3, though. Can he carry the speed out of the corner and secure the spot? I'm hearing the engine fade, and yes, he does. He will lead us into lap number 49. 48. I apologize. Lap 48. We're ticking along. We're almost a third of the way through. It's a pretty nice green flag stint we're having here. Hopefully we can keep it up. The battle for the lead has settled down here a little bit. Let's go ahead and look and see what's going on throughout the rest of the field. The battle back here. Here's Josh Freed on the low side of number 1 of Keith Prince, trying to make a little recovery drive. You saw him get really loose out of turn 4 and lose that spot to the 39 car. Patrick Hernandez going to be on the bumper of the 1 car now. What a move there to the inside by the 29 of Matthew Fritz. Looks like he's going to get the move done over Carson Youngblood. Move his way up into 12th. Guys are really pushing the pace up here. Patrick Hernandez still loving that high side. A little loose out of the corner. Touches the wall there just a little bit, heading out of 4. Across the line we go on to lap 50. And on board here with Matthew Fritz. He's on the high side behind Patrick Hernandez. Has Keith Prince down low. You can hear those tires just complaining as they head into the corner. Nice smooth exit there by Matthew here. That's Carson Youngblood now down low. The battle for 11th position. Carson had a really good run there down the front stretch, but not able to get anything done with it through 1 and 2. Going to tuck back into line and get a little bit of draft here. Try to keep up. Zach Stevens still hanging tough here. In the 2nd spot that has a lot of pressure now by the 88. Chris Cornett now going to take a peek to the high side. Can he get the move done? Not yet. This will be the telltale sign, though, heading out of turn number 2. Zach Stevens, nice run into 1. Gets a little bit of a loose slap as he heads through the middle of the corner, and is going to lose that spot to Chris Cornett. And here comes the 81 of Derek Buckaloo. Going to try to do the same thing Chris Cornett did. Going to slide up into the 33 car. They do end up hanging on to it, though. My goodness. That was close. Nicely done, Derek Buckaloo. Going to secure a top 3 spot right now. Zach Stevens still struggling here a little bit on those older tires. Doing a nice job keeping pace, though, and holding his ground. 13 of Christian Delgado now has the 49 of Joe Hudson to the inside. Joe actually gets that move done. Now we'll take it on board here with Joe Hudson as he tries to work on the 33 car. Get as much draft as he can heading down the front stretch. Right on the bumper, nice and smooth. Gets right down to the yellow line. Gonna stomp it to the floor and see what he can do down the backstretch. Oh, he drives it in deep. Oh my goodness, I thought he was actually going to get into the back of the 33 car. Nice job hanging off the throttle there for a little bit longer than you wanted to. Here he goes, making a move to the inside now as they cross the start-finish line. Can Joe Hudson get it done? This is for 4th position. I got a feeling Christian Delgado is going to try to follow Joe Hudson. Joe does get it done. Nicely done, Joe. Christian Delgado again going to try to go to the inside here. Wasn't able to do anything through turns 1 and 2. 3 and 4 might be a different story. Slides up the track there just a little bit. Actually, I think he had to get out of the throttle because look at the ground that Jay Stinson has made up as we head down the front stretch. Jay Stinson now takes a look to the high side. Ooh, boy. That was close. He's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Christian Delgado down low. 33 of Zach Stevens. Struggling with a little bit of grip and pace right now on the high side. I think they're going to have to get by him before he can set up Christian Delgado to try to get him in a top 5 spot. I think Christian might have a good run here to get... Nope, I lied. I thought he was actually going to seal off that position, but not able to do so. Stevens still hanging tough on the high side. I hear the rumble of an engine. Who is that? Is that Patrick Hernandez as we head out of turn 4? Oh, that's the 55 of Ryan Gomes. I apologize. Tell you what, Ryan is making some big moves here today. Made up 11 positions since the start of the race. Started in the 18th, currently running in 7th, and looking better and better the longer these runs go. Green flags might be exactly what he's looking for. He was afraid of the 13, and Christian Delgado was actually he got a little loose there heading out of the corner. I thought he was going to slide up into the 55, and I think he thought the same thing. Whoa, Patrick Hernandez gets a little bit of a tap there by Jay Stinson. I think Jay got a little loose heading out of turn number 2 and slid up the track. They touched there for just a moment. And these two have been side by side for a full lap now. Who's it going to be? Ryan Gomes up top, Christian Delgado down low. Take a peek back here for just a second. Jay Stinson, we have Patrick Hernandez, Carson Youngblood, Matthew Fritz. All together, looks like Jay is going to win out on this one. I think Jay's got the best seat in the house for this battle right in front of him. These two going back and forth. Got a good battle up here as well. Who's that? Joe Hudson and Derek Buckaloo, I think. I think that's the 49 and 81 right there in front of these two. It is. Joe Hudson trying to take away a top 3 spot. Looks like he does get that move done. Hang on to it. Looks like he will for now. 81 car Derek Buckaloo trying to get a little bit of a run, taking the higher line through turns 3 and 4. Does get right back on the bumper of Joe Hudson, but not able to do much with it. Let's see what's going on back here. Still side by side. Christian Delgado and Ryan Gomes. Carson Youngblood has gotten by Jay Stinson. Nice run down the back stretch. We might have a 3-car battle here in just a minute. Maybe a 4-car battle. 3 wide as we head through the corner. Oh my goodness, Christian Delgado squeezed down low there a little bit. It's so hard to stay within the grip lines down low out of turn 4. Man, I really hate that for Christian Delgado. They're going to lose 3 or 4 spots with just that one little incident. Now he's going to be alongside the number 4, Patrick Hernandez, as they head out of turn 2. And tuck into line here. Jay Stinson going to be down low on the 29 of Matthew Fritz as we head through the middle of the corner of 3 and 4. Really struggling on that lower line. It's a hard place to be. Battle up front is non-existent, everybody. Zach Lockett still leading the way out front. He's got a full second lead over Chris Cornett back in second position. Joe Hudson, we saw the move he made on Zach Stevens. He is now in third. Or on Derek Buckaloo, I apologize. Zach Stevens has actually overtaken the 81 of Derek Buckaloo. He has slid back to fifth position. Ryan Gomes in the fifth position. Carson Youngblood in seventh. I apologize. Ryan was in sixth. Matthew Fritz in eighth. Patrick Hernandez in ninth. And Christian Delgado slid all the way back there to 10th spot, but he's got his hands full with the number 2 of Jay Stinson. Head down the backstretch to see Keith Prince back there alongside Joshua Freed as they head out of 2, but he does hook back into line as they head down the backstretch and into 3. Yeah, Kenny. What's up, man? Happy Saturday, buddy. Good battle back here still. The 33 of Zach Stevens, man. He's doing such a nice job hanging on to his spots. He's on 10-lap older tires than the rest of the field. Started on, pole position here for our third restart. He has slid back a few spots, but he has hung tough. And he is still in fourth position, so nicely done by him. 81 of Derek Buckaloo still hanging on to a top 5 spot, but he's got a little bit of pressure now by the 55 of Ryan Gomes and the 16 of Carson Youngblood. But those two are alongside, racing down the backstretch and into turn number 3. The 29 of Matthew Fritz going to take the really high line. Holy smokes, he's almost touching the wall there heading into 3. Did hang on to it, though. Going to have quite the run heading down the front stretch now. The 55 actually got a little loose there. He's going to lose out on the battle with Carson Youngblood. Hey, you too, Kenny. Yeah, happy Easter, everybody. Those of you that cut out before the end of the stream, I do hope everybody has a nice, safe, and blessed Easter holiday tomorrow. Hide all those Easter eggs and don't forget to find them all. Don't want them sitting out in the sun for too long. Unless you're like me, we use plastic eggs because we're cheap. Real eggs are too expensive to use now. Oh my goodness, what a move to the inside by the 55 of Ryan Gomes. He actually gets down on the apron to make it 3 wide, and he might get himself 2 positions here as we head through turns 1 and out of turn number 2. He does get the job done on the 81 of Derek Buckaloo, but can he get it done on Carson Youngblood? He just might. He's going to have the inside line as we head into 3. The lower line's a tough place to be, though, as he head out of turn number 4, and it does look like he's going to give up on that and tuck up high. My goodness, what a move. Derek Buckaloo actually touched the wall there heading out of 4, and we'll lose a spot to Matthew Fritz, the 29 car. We'll move up to 7th. Good battle for 3rd position right now. It looks like Joe Hudson reeling in the number 88 of Chris Cornett as we head down the backstretch and into turn 3. I know, Josh. That was one hell of a move by Ryan Gomes. I will say that was slick. That's one for the highlight reel, boys. I will tell you that. It looked good. Let's see where Joe Hudson is actually making up all this time.
All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Uh-oh. Caution flag is out here. Lap number 71. Oh, wait, that's the end of the stage. I apologize. That was the end of the stage. So I tell you what, Ryan Gomes, he made quite the move at the right time. Oh, boy. Nicely done. So nicely done to Zach Lockett. He will again win another stage here today. 2 out of 2. So nicely done. Let's see if he can lead that last lap, the one that really matters. But he's going to score himself some nice championship stage points. So nicely done, Zach. Chris Cornett going to be in the 2nd position. Joe Hudson will settle for 3rd. Zach Stevens does hang on to finish in 4th spot. And Carson Youngblood will round out the top 5 here for stage number 2. I got a feeling some of these cars are praying for some good, fresh, good years. So we'll have to wait and see what everybody does for pit strategy. Let's wait and see. I'm going to take this time and grab me a water really quick, so I'll be right back here in just a second. All right, I am back. Sorry about that, everybody. My throat was starting to hurt me pretty bad. I spent a lot of time outside today, so allergies are kind of starting to get to me, I guess. I'm getting old. That's what's happening. I'm just getting old. Nicely done to Zach Lockett. He will win the race off of pit lane. Looks like Chris Cornett going to settle for the second spot. Good pit stop by his team there. Joe Hudson coming out of pit lane in third. Zach Stevens going to come out in fourth. And Derek Buckaloo going to round out top five. So that's the only change for the top five spots. He did get a spot over Carson Youngblood. Going to have to be in sixth spot now. Ryan Gomes going to be in seventh. Christian Delgado in eighth. Patrick Hernandez in the 4-car going to be in ninth. And Matthew Fritz going to round out the top five. Or top 10. I apologize. All right, folks. We're almost to the halfway point. You've seen people go to the front, to the back. You've seen some people have some bad luck. But the second half, the whole new story, especially with some brand new fresh tires on these things. Be interesting to see what everybody does on some fresh tires. Who's this out front? Todd Merkel in the 12 car. Let's see if anybody's a lap down. Got the leaderboard split over here to the left. It does look like we have lost Kerry Klein. He is out of the race. Who else is out of the race? Is Todd Merkel lap down? Oh, goodness. He's 4 laps down. Okay. Well, now we know. Everybody else looking pretty darn good. Ryan Workman, is he going to make it out of pit lane? Yes, he is. All right, lights are out on the pace car. Let's go ahead and go through our top 10 lineup here for our fourth restart of the day. Looks like Chris Cornett going to be on the high side. Zach Lockett going to be on the low side. Zach has led almost every damn lap here today. He has looked very, very strong, looking like he's feeling really good in the car. So we'll have to see how he does here on the restart. He's looked really good on the restart so far, so I look to see him take an early lead. Looks like the Joe Hudson and Zach Stevens going to be in the second row. Third row will be Derek Buckaloo, and the 16 of Carson Youngblood will have Ryan Gomes and Christian Delgado going to be in the fourth row. And rounding out your top 10 will be Patrick Hernandez in the 4-car and the 29 of Matthew Fritz. This car is now off. Get out of the way. Got things to do. Green flag in the hand of the official. Let's see if Zach Lockett can again kick the competition's ass, because he has done it on every restart so far, and he does it once again. Nicely done, Zach Lockett. Really quick on the trigger there. Head across the start-finish line on the lap number 75. He will take the early lead. Chris Cornett going to settle in that second spot. Joe Hudson has a little battle going on here with the 33 of Zach Stevens on the high side. Does look like he will win that battle out, though. Ooh, a little touch of the wall there by the 88 car of Chris Cornett. He might lose his second spot. He's going to have a little pressure now. Here goes Joe Hudson to the low side. The 81 car of Derek Buckaloo also fancies a chance down low. Not able to do much with it, though, but still side by side for second position as we cross the start-finish line. Joe Hudson was actually a nose ahead as we crossed the checkerboard there. Can he get the move done? Those fresh tires are going to be pretty good through the high line, though. I think Chris Cornett might hang on to it. They still might be side by side as we head down the backstretch. You see a little bit of beating and banging going on in behind these two, but here goes Joe Hudson again, tucking down low to the yellow line. They touched there a little bit through 3 and 4. Chris Cornett going to try to hang tough up high. Derek Buckaloo now trying to follow Joe Hudson. He does have a nose ahead again of Chris Cornett. Will he get the move done? Derek Buckaloo not able to seal it off. Joe Hudson does take away second position. Whoa, a little bit of loose action going on for the 88 of Chris Cornett as we head down the backstretch out of turn number 2. We're going to have to tuck into that 4th spot. Good battle back here for 5th, though. We got Carson Youngblood leading, Patrick Hernandez, and Zach Stevens down low. One to keep an eye on will be the 55 of Ryan Gomes. He was looking really, really strong towards the end of that long green flag run, so I think the longer we go green, the faster that 55 goes. So hopefully we have a nice stint here. We had a really good stint to end stage 2 there, so hopefully we can keep that momentum going on. Oh boy, 3 wide as we head through the middle of the corner. The 13 of Christian Delgado going to be stuck right here in the middle. It's Go ahead and take an onboard with him. This is what he's looking at. He can't move left or right. He's got Zach Stevens down low. He's got Christian Delgado somewhere in the mix there. The 4 of Patrick Hernandez up high. 16 of Carson Youngblood leading this pack here. It is Spicy coming out of turn number 2. Down the back stretch we go now. Zach Stevens probably just the happiest man on track right now that he got some new tires on that machine of his. He was making that Chevy Camaro absolutely fly though, even on those old tires. So really good job hanging on there to the end of stage 2. Battling for a 6th position right now with Patrick Hernandez. Here is a good battle back here. Ryan Gomes down low. Christian Delgado up high. We have Kenneth Redinger. Good to see him up here in the mix. He was in trouble very early in the race. Hit the wall there. Heading out of turn number 2. Was able to get that car repaired. And now right back here in the mix here for a top 10 spot. Keith Prince not too far behind in the 1 car. Right on the bumper of the 24 of Kenneth Redinger. On to lap number 81 we go. Battle up front. Is it anything? Here's your leader. He's got 6/10 over the man back in 2nd position, which is Joe Hudson. Chris Cornett all over the bumper there. Looks like Kenneth Redinger. I shouldn't have said nothing about him. I think he actually just got into the fence. Caution flags are out. Whoa, the 88 and 49 get it tangled up there a little bit. Let's see if we can find out what happened to this yellow flag. Gonna bring out our 5th caution of the day. Here it is. It says it's back here. Oh no, I see it way back there. The 29 of Matthew Fritz. I saw him turn sideways. Where's he at? Oh yeah, it's going on back here, boys. Let's see what's going on. Good pack going on right here though. It looks like the number 8 of Chase Greer was actually the start of this thing. I think he actually gets into the number 1 car. Oh, the 13 gets loose. He goes down low to avoid it. The 8 car gets into the number 1. The 29 gets left or right reared and turned. Oh, the 69 car, big shot there. Oh man, a lot of good cars tore up here. Oh, how does the number 12 of Todd Merkel make it through that? My goodness, what a good drive from him. There you have it, everybody. That is the reason for our caution. You've seen it right here. A lot of cars tore up. Gonna try to go down pit lane. Hopefully they got some fast repairs still. Able to get those things fixed up and get back out on track. Keith Brent's limping along. See some cars going down pit lane. I see the 8 car of Chase Greer. The number 2 car of Jay Stinson. Joey Hickox coming down pit lane. He's blinking all over the place in the 3 car. Matthew Fritz, really tore up car. Let's get that thing repaired. 74 of Brian Wortman as well coming down pit lane. Get a better camera angle here, boys. Help me out here. Oh no, that 1 car has actually missed his pit box. He does have a fast repair, as you can see. Poof! There you have it. Brand new car, like nothing ever happened. Go ahead and get 4 fresh Goodyears on that thing. Go ahead and get on his way. Right. Getting our way around the track now. Going on at the moment. 5 cautions here today. This will be our 5th restart. Zach Lockett has looked really good off of each of these restarts in the 93 car. Let's see if he can do it again. He's going to have Joe Hudson alongside. Currently riding along with the 88 of Chris Cornett. You can see down there in the bottom right. Well, actually you can't because I got the banner up. You can't see it. Have lights out on the pace car this time by. Everybody make it out of pit lane. Brian Wortman's still in pit lane in the 74 car. Looks like he's making his way out of his pit box. So is the 12 of Todd Merkel. Rejoin the grid. And yes, lights are out on the pace car. Let's go ahead and go through our top 10 lineup for our 5th restart of the day. Looks like the 93 car of Zach Lockett going to lead us off once again. He'll have Joe Hudson alongside Chris Cornett, and Derek Buckaloo in the 81 car will be in the 2nd row. 3rd row will be Carson Youngblood on the inside with Patrick Hernandez up high in the 4 car. Zach Stevens and Ryan Gomes going to be in the 4th row. And rounding out the top 10 will be the 24 car of Kenneth Redinger with Christian Delgado in the 13 car. Let's see just how they do. They are heading out of turn number 2, getting ready to go green flag racing here once again on lap number 85 is when we'll go back. Pretty darn good race so far. We've had a lot of good battles. Not much battling for the lead though, unfortunately. Zach Lockett looks to be in command here today. If he doesn't get a checker flag here today, he is absolutely robbed because he has by far been the fastest. He's been cooking. Race car is now off. Green flag will be in the hand of our official. You see it over here to the left. Wave that thing. Can Zach Lockett win this race off the start-finish line here? Green flag is now out. Good start on the inside line. Looks like he will win that battle currently. Oh, we got some people being turned back here in the midfield. I seen the 55 car turn sideways. Let's see exactly what happened. I think he wrecked it up pretty good there. But they didn't even get to switch gears going into turn number 1, I don't believe. But again, the flags are waving here on lap 85. Let's see exactly what happened back here. Here's the 55 of Ryan Gomes. Let's back it up here a little bit and go quarter speed. He gets a decent start. The top line just didn't really go. I think he had to get out of the throttle there a little bit. I think the 13 of Christian Delgado going to left rear him, turn him a little bit sideways. The 24 car, oof, going to be caught up in this as well. With Kenneth Redinger. Does the 19 get caught up? He woes it down but gets hit from behind, and yes, he will be involved. And you hate to see it. Here they are spinning down the front stretch. Does anybody else get caught up in it? Jay Stinson? Oh, Jay Stinson does get caught up. Actually hits him square in the side. So a lot of damage going to be on the nose of the number 2 car. But, you know, you hate to see it. That's part of racing. Hope everybody can get everything fixed up. Get back out on track. Joe Hudson choosing to go down pit lane here. Lap number 86, one of the lead cars. Justin Parham, the 19 car, coming down pit lane as well. The number 91 of Sean Wilder coming down pit lane. Dustin Rogertson, 23 car, coming down. Chase Greer, 55 of Ryan Gomes. Brian Wertman as well coming down pit lane. I think Brian Wertman's pit crew this season deserves a raise. I've seen this man in pit road a lot. They're always busy working. They don't get a day off. Let's see what Joe Hudson is doing here. Is he getting a full service? There he goes back out of his pit box. Going to rejoin the field, I think in 15th spot. 15th or 16th, somewhere back there. Interesting decision to go for it, though. He was up there in the top spots. Maybe he's got something under his sleeve. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? That's why he's racing, and I'm up here sitting in the stands talking. He's got a plan. I don't. I have no plan. See these top racers chomping at the bit, ready to get back green flag racing. Still got some people in pit lane, but we should have lights out on the pace car this time by, which will signify 1 lap till green flag. Anybody else still in pit lane? Looks like we have Ryan Gomes in pit lane, but he is now out of the pits. Justin Parham was in pit lane. He's coming back out on track. Lights out on the pace car. Let's go ahead and go through our top 10 lineup here for our 6th restart of the day. And here you have it. Man leading us off is the number 93 of Zach Lockett. He'll have Chris Cornett alongside on the front row. Carson Youngblood and Zach Stevens going to be in the 2nd row. Derek Buckaloo and Patrick Hernandez going to be in the 3rd row. Running out the 4th row will be Kenneth Redinger and Josh Freed. And then our 10th position, or our 9th position, goes to Alan Wilder, and 10th goes to Leroy Coblentz. There you have it. That's your top 10 spots. Glad to see the 55 rejoining the group here. Hate that he got such a bad restart there. He's had a good race all day long, but long race ahead still. We're just past halfway. All right, all eyes on this man right here, the number 93 of Zach Lockett. He's looked really good on all the restarts here today. Let's see if he can do it one more time. Hopefully this is the last restart of the day. Go green flag the rest of the way. That'd be awesome. Doubt it. But one can hope, right?
Green, green, green.
Another good restart there from him. Go ahead and take a full car length advantage over the 88 of Chris Cornett back there in second position. Carson Youngblood going to settle in third. Good battle for fourth, though. Derek Buckaloo and Zach Stevens. Somebody down really low. Was that Kenneth Redinger? Yes, he was down really low. Well, I think he might still have a lot of damage to that car, and he's going to slide all the way back to the back of the field. Might be struggling here a little bit, but let's get back to the battle up front. Battle for second place is on. And Zach Lockett, actually, it's battle for the lead. I apologize. It is on right now. Zach Lockett going to be up high. Chris Cornett down low. We might actually have somebody else going to lead this race. And Chris Cornett get it done. Zach Lockett has been the man to beat all day. We finally got a challenger. We head out of turn number 2. Down the backstretch we go. Drag race look like 93 car. The advantage heading into turn 3. The 88 dips down low, though. Going to hug down as close as he can to the yellow line. Going to slide back up the track here, get it side by side as he head out of turn number 4 and across the start-finish line. Who's going to lead this lap? It will be the 93 of Zach Lockett. Can Chris get it done? He's driving her like hell down there on the low side. I think he might have it done through turn 2. Can he seal off the deal? He does not. Zach Lockett going to get a good run out of turn number 2 and a good run side by side as we head into turn number 3. Got a good battle going on in behind these two as well. I'm trying to hold this focus on all the cars. Zach Stevens leaving Carson Youngblood, Derek Buckaloo, and Patrick Hernandez. Good little 4-car battle for third position back there. I don't want to miss the pass for the lead, though, so we'll stay focused on these two right now. Chris Cornett again going low. Zach Lockett still hanging really tough up high. Got a 3-wide battle back there in the midfield. Who is that? I seen Josh Freed stuck in the middle, but I couldn't see who the other two were. I think Chris Cornett actually had it done in turn 3. Can he seal it off in turn 4? He's going to slide up right in front of Zach Lockett. Try to kill some of that momentum. He will lead this lap. Ooh, Zach touched the wall there a little bit heading into turn number 1. Zach Stevens has actually broke away from those racers back there for third and is actually reeling these two in as they race side by side. Taking on board here with Zach Stevens here really quick. He is staring at this battle right in front of him. Here comes Zach Lockett right back at the 88 of Chris Cornett. He said, listen, you might have it for a lap, but I want it back. He said, I'll let you borrow the lead, but you can't have it. I think Chris Cornett might have led that lap. He was on the time scoring tower up top. He is reeling these two in, though. The longer they race side by side, the slower that they go, and the faster that Zach Stevens is feeling. Chris Cornett did seal off the deal there, went down low right in front of the 93 of Zach Lockett and will secure the lead now. Good battles all over the place. We'll come back to this battle for the lead. We know Chris Cornett's got it for now. Derek Buckaloo, Carson Youngblood, Patrick Hernandez, and the 28 of Alan Wild, which we haven't seen much today, now currently running in the 8th spot. The 7th spot, I apologize, 7th spot. Patrick Hernandez, bold move to the inside there. Holy smokes, I thought he was actually going to get a little door shove into the 81 car there, but a nice job keeping it off of him, and he will take those spots away. Nicely done, Patrick Hernandez will move up to 4th spot. Good to see the 28 car up here in the mix. Having quite the run today. Started all the way back in 19th position, everybody. And is all the way up to 7th position right now. Got to be feeling pretty darn good about that. It sure don't look like anybody's trying to save tires to me. What about you guys? Nope. No tire saving going on. They're driving the wheels off these things. Who is that sneaking up into the battle here? That is the 49 of Joe Hudson. He's been in a very fast car all day as well, so it's not surprising to see him up here in the mix. 81 of Derek Buckaloo now tries to take a peek to the inside of the 4 of Patrick Hernandez. We do have a battle for the lead up front. Here it is. Zach Lockett has reeled back in the 88 of Chris Cornett. They will be side by side as they cross the start-finish line. Chris Cornett with the advantage. What can the 33 of Zach Stevens do? I think he is just biding his time. Said, boys, y'all just race each other like hell. Burn up your tires. I'm going to run fast laps. Stick to the bumper of one of y'all. He's going to pounce. That's what he's going to do. Oh, they're struggling. He takes a peek to the inside of the 93 car. Had a pretty darn good run heading out of turn number 4. Good side-by-side battle behind these two. Derek Buckaloo and Patrick Hernandez alongside each other for battle for 4th. Battle for 6 is pretty good back there, too. Joe Hudson making a move to the inside of the Carson Youngblood now. Joe does get the move done into the 6th spot. Who's this back here? John Wilder going to be up high. Joey Hickox coming into the mix now, the number 3 car. Currently running in 10th. Eyes that 9th spot over the number 91 car. Can he get the move done? Ooh, man, big shot on the outside wall there by number 4, Patrick Hernandez. They were trying to head into turn 1. I think they're trying to get a nice angle to cut down low to the apex and actually slap the wall. Gets a little loose out of turn number 2 there as well. Joey Hickox has decided to settle into position in behind the number 91 of Sean Wilder. Ooh, really loose there by the number 49 of Joe Hudson. See if he's struggling for some grip here. He's really pushing the pace. Chris Cornett and Zach Lockett still battling for the lead up front. You can kind of see that out in the distance as we head through the corners. 1/10 separate those two, so it is definitely hot and heavy. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Both Joe Hudson and Patrick Hernandez got really loose out of turn 4. They looked like they were synchronized spinning there for just a second, but they ended up hanging on to it. He could run through turns 1 and 2. Going to be alongside here for just a second. See if Joe Hudson can get the move done now. He takes a peek to the inside in turn number 3. Ooh, slight little touch there heading out of turn number 4. Down low through turns 1 and 2. He's looking like he's carrying a lot of pace to these corners. This is where he's getting a lot of his passes done, and he does get that move done on Patrick Hernandez and now secures a top 5 spot. Who's our biggest mover of the race? You know, that's a great question. Tommy Pulte. I ain't said his name much today. Let's zoom in on him. Let's give him some limelight. He started all the way back in 27th position. He is currently running in 12th. That's 15 spots, everybody. That's pretty darn good. That is pretty darn good. Hello, Nancy. How you doing, Nancy? Zach's doing pretty darn good. I'll give him a little limelight here just because you're here. Look at this. He's looked good today. I was super impressed with his stage 2 run. He was on 10-lap older tires. I'm not sure how you've been here or how long you've been here, Nancy, but 10-lap older tires than the rest of the field. Started on pole, and he raced the absolute hell out of this car. And I think he finally finished in the 4th spot for stage 2. It was a really good drive from him. Very impressive. Venom Racing looking pretty darn good here tonight, we'll say. This man right here, though, the 0X car of Chris Cornett. I didn't think anybody had anything for Zach Lockett, but he is looking darn good now that he's got the lead. Got a 2-second advantage over this man, which has led most of the laps here tonight. Zach Lockett, he's looked really good. See how it all shakes out at the end, though. That's when it all really matters. See if we got any side-by-side battles. We do back here. Patrick Hernandez down low. Carson Youngblood up high. That's the number 3 of Joey Hickox right here in the mix as well. Joey going to take a look to the high side. Had a nice run heading out of 4. Carried a lot of momentum down the front stretch. It's actually a nose ahead of Patrick Hernandez across the stripe. Oh. Joey Hickox blinking a little bit for me. Hello, Clouded. Hello, Jay-Z. Yeah, y'all act like I've been gone for months. Come on, man. It's just a couple weeks. And Clouded, I just talked to you the other day. What are you talking about, man? Anyways, glad y'all are here. Been a pretty good race here so far. We're getting down to the thick of things, though. We're on lap 108 of 150. Had 6 cautions here today. Had some thrills and spills definitely going on, but we're on a nice green flag stint right now. Hopefully we can keep things up like that, because I'd like to see some green flag pits. Here goes the 28 of Alan Wild down to the low side of the number 4 Patrick Hernandez. I think Patrick might be struggling a little bit here for grip. I think he pushed the pace pretty darn hard there at the beginning of this run. Starting to slip back through the field here just a little bit. If he can hang tough on the high side here. It's a tough thing to do through 1 and 2. Alan Wild actually might have had that position sealed deal, but stayed down low. Is going to give Patrick a nice little gap up there to run the momentum from the high side. He does have the move done now. Patrick again going to hang tough on the high side. Does he get a little loose out of turn number 4? He does not. Holds it straight, but Alan Wild has got the move done. Nicely done, sir. Going to move up to 9th spot. Started 19th, running 9th. Pretty darn good day in the office, if I do say so myself. Here is the number 3 of Joey Hickox, which is currently running 7th. Has made up 13 spots today. He started back in 20th. Currently running in 7th, so a really good day for him as well. What's the battle look like up front? 4/10 advantage for the number 88 of Chris Cornett. Really pushing the car hard now. Zach Lockett starting to fall there a little bit. Good battle for 3rd spot, too. Joe Hudson and Zach Stevens. Looks like Joe Hudson has got the move done, but let's see what Zach can do with it. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, you've been here for a while then, Nancy. Okay, you haven't missed much. Go ahead and go on board here with Zach Stevens. He's trying to chase down the man that just got the move done on him, which is Joe Hudson. I don't know if he's going to. He's actually losing a little bit of pace here. Do I see someone going down pit lane? I do. That is the number 8 car, Chase Greer. He was in his pit box for, what, 10 seconds? So I wonder what he did there. He might have took the right sides only. Maybe just got fuel. Not sure. See what everybody else is doing. No battles currently up here. We do have a nice little battle going on right here, though. The 81 of Derek Bucklew. I think he is going down pit road. He is. Ooh, a little fast there. Did he roll the car down in time? I hope he did. Who's that behind him? Is that Tommy Pulte? It is. Tommy Pulte coming down pit lane in the 26 car? 26 car. I second guessed myself there for a minute, if you couldn't tell. I was like, what's his number again? We're starting to see some green flag pit stops coming in. A lot of these cars up front have been running since lap 72. So yeah, it's starting to get some age on those tires. That'll be interesting to see if it shakes things up. Justin Parham is now back up into the top 10 spot. He is up to 8th position. Haven't seen him for a minute. He's also had a very fast car here tonight. I think with a little bit of luck, maybe a caution flag or two, he might just be back up for the running for the win. Zach Lockett, our leader, well, the man in 2nd position, I should say. He's coming down pit lane now. Justin Rogerson as well, the 23 car coming down pit lane. Is that Jay Stinson? It is Jay Stinson coming down pit lane too. Looks like he's got a little damage to the nose of that car. He does. Look at the damage on the nose. Definitely going to hurt the performance of that thing a little bit. Here's Zach Lockett, nice and clean into his pit box. Going to get that car serviced and back out on track. Now the question is, when does this man come down pit lane? The 88 of Chris Cornett. He did pit on lap 72, so got some old tires. What's going to be really interesting is he pitted on lap 72, but the man back here on the mission right now, the 49 of Joe Hudson, he went down pit lane on lap 86. So 14 laps, fresher tires for his car. Now you can see why he's driving through the field here. But I wonder what he's going to do. Is he going to try to stick on the leader's schedule and go down pit lane whenever they do, or is he going to try to he going to try to eke it out here, try to push the car to the limit, pit a little later? Guess we won't know till we know, huh? Zach Stevens now coming down pit lane in a 33 car. He's having quite the run here tonight. To get that car serviced up. Now I'll go through the cars in the top 10 right now, which pitted on lap 72, and that is our leader out front, the 88 of Chris Cornett. This man right here, Carson Youngblood. The 16 car currently running in third spot. He also pitted on lap 72. Joshua Freed. Here is the 39 car. He as well pitted on lap 72. Everybody else later on. I'll see an 82 and 86. So they have at least 10 lap old or 10 lap fresher tires than those three cars right there. But looks like the fastest man on track, even right now, is Chris Cornett. He just ran a 30.46, which is the fastest lap this time around. We'll have to see what they start to do on those fresher tires and start to prepare some laps here. It'll be interesting to see. There's somebody on some fresh tires. Let's see what Zach Lockett just ran this time by. There he goes across the stripe. He just ran a 30.39. So about a tenth faster than the man leading the race right now, but is it enough? Oh, here he comes. As I say it, into pit lane. Our new leader right now is Joe Hudson out front. Joey Hickok's going to take over the second spot. Man, he's blinking all over the place for me. He's also on some fresher tires. Matthew Fritz going to overtake and now scored in a top 3 spot. Justin Parham going to move up to 4th. Got a little battle going on with the 39 car. Joshua Freed. Head down the backstretch. Josh going to take a look to the inside here. See that push? It's so bad in turn 3. Everybody has to wheel the car down so much. There's a lot more cars coming down pit lane. That only leaves Joe Hudson out front. He's got a good advantage now over the second place man, which is the one we're riding on board with, which is the 39 car of Joshua Freed. That's about almost a 4-second lead over these two. Chris Cornett out of his pit box now, coming down. Whoa! Oh my goodness, did he just hit the inside wall? I think he did, coming out of pit lane. Got loose and slapped the inside wall there. Hopefully didn't take any damage. It looked very minor, so I don't think he did. That would have definitely puckered him up there a little bit, though. That's always scary. I caught that at just the right time. I want to see what kind of pace he's going to put in now. Zach Lockett last time by 30.67. So he's definitely slowing down there a little bit. Our leader out front, Joe Hudson, at 32.16. Or 32.12, I apologize. 32.12. You can see those lap times and the differences over there to the left in the timing tower now. Those are those last laps around. 31.91 by Joe Hudson, the man out front. Keith Prince, 31.86. 31.10 by Derek Buckaloo. He's really pushing the pace. Zach Stevens, a 30.75. So 1.2 seconds faster now on those fresher tires. Joe Hudson really going to have to put the pedal to the metal. This is a spicy one, everybody. We only have 4 cars on the lead lap right now. So if caution flags wave, that's really going to screw this race up. That's going to work out perfect in the hands of those top 4 cars. But I got a feeling that the undercuts, it's going to be very powerful for Joe Hudson really sticking it out here if things don't go his way. Rolling the dice. What we like to see. It's the 39 car coming back out of his pit stop now, back onto the grid. Battle for second place. No, I apologize. It's not the battle for second place. Derek Buckaloo. He is currently in 5th, a lap down. Zach Lockett, though, leading the way of these lap down cars. The first one's the pit. I think he will take the lead if those top 3 cars decide it is time to come down pit lane. Joe Hudson is stretching his lead out front, though. He is definitely pushing the pace, putting Keith Prince back in the dust. I'll try to look around the grid here really quickly. There's Zach Stevens, currently scored in 7th. There's Chris Cornett. He's quite a bit back from Zach Lockett. I don't know what happened in their pit stops there, but man, maybe him staying out that little bit longer, the undercut was that powerful, because look how far Zach Lockett is ahead of him now. If the caution flag comes out, I mean, it's all screwed anyways, but if things stay green, man, he's going to have quite the advantage out front. I'll put Derek Buckaloo, the 81 car, in 2nd spot. And Zach Stevens going to be in 3rd. Hello, Josh King. How are you doing, sir? Happy Saturday. And happy Easter, everybody. Mr. Kenny Kuko reminded me that it's Easter. I forgot to wish everybody happy Easter. Oh, Joe Hudson, has he taken the bait? Yes, he has. Oh, no, he's going to spin it going into pit lane. Oh, no, catastrophe for the 49 car. He's had such a good run all day. That is going to hurt so bad. Man, you hate to see it. Now we'll just have to wait and see after he gets his pit stop done, just where it puts him on the track. Man, hate to see it. All right, that puts our new leader right now, the number 1 of Keith Prince. Last pitted on lap number 86. 23 laps left to go. We are within the 25 mark, everybody. This is when things get real spicy. You can see Joe Hudson's name just falling down the grid. Man, I really hate that for him. That is so unfortunate. So unfortunate. So right now, Keith Prince, our leader. Brian Wortman, the 74 car, currently scored in 2nd position. Both of those two in the top 2 have their last pit was on lap number 86. They got some age on those tires. Here is the 93 of Zach Lockett. He is leading the pack with the fresh tires at the moment. 24 seconds off the leader. Good battle back here, which will eventually be for the 2nd spot if we remain green, I would foresee. Here's number 81 of Derek Buckaloo and the 33 of Zach Stevens. Zach going to be up top. Derek really pushing the pace down low, going to slide up the track there a little bit into the 33 car. Both able to keep it off the wall, though. It's not what they want to do, though. The longer they stay side by side, the more chance they got of this man right here, the 88 of Chris Cornett, which is driving on a mission right now. Oh, man, the 81 and just touched the wall coming out of the corner there down the back stretch. That might be exactly what Zach Stevens needs to get the move done, and that is what happened. He got it done. Can he seal it off coming out of 4? Not yet. Not yet. Now he does. Keith Prince really got the field all jumbled up now, though. All these cars on fresher tires. He is stuck right in the middle. Taking the higher line here, letting everybody just drive on down below. Is he going to try to stay out for the rest of the race? No way, Jose. What's he got? 14? No way. No way he can make it on fuel. Okay, yeah, he's coming down pit lane now. I was like, man, rolling the dice is one thing. Driving like a madman's another. All right, that's going to put him out of the lead. Brian Wortman making his way around the track now. Going to overtake for the lead. He's going to stay out for a little bit longer. Going to lead him a lap here at old Kentucky Speedway. He's going to be fading quickly, though. Only 9.3 seconds back is this man right here. And he is absolutely flying. Last time by, 31 flat for Zach Lockett, a 32 flat for Brian Wortman. So a full second faster for the man back here in 2nd place, which is kind of to be expected. Does look like Chris Cornett, while those two were battling for those spots, he did actually make it by the 33 of Zach Stevens and the 81 of Derek Buckaloo. Setting himself up for a 2nd place spot here if Brian Wortman takes it to pit lane. Oh, Brian Workman might be bringing her to pit lane this time. And yes, he is. He's wheeling that thing down. You see the flames flying out of the exhaust as he shifts the gears down. And there he is in pit lane. Zach Lockett about to take the lead here as he heads out of turn number 4. And he will lead this lap. 16 laps to go. Can he hang on? He's got quite the advantage over second place right now, which is Chris Cornett, almost 4 seconds back from the lead spot. With Zach Stevens hanging on to a top 3 spot. He has actually ended that battle with the 81 of Derek Buckaloo and is starting to put him back in the rearview mirror, starting to have a little bit of an advantage. There's that gap about almost 4/10 of a second now. Alan Wild currently scored in the 5th position, having a pretty darn good night. If he can hang on to that spot. Joey Hickox on the high side here, currently scored in 6th. 7th place is Justin Parham in the 19 car. 8th place is Carson Youngblood as they cross the start-finish line. 15 laps to go. 9th spot goes to the 29 of Matthew Fritz, and rounding out top 10 right now is the number 8 of Chase Greer. Plum Wild actually got a little wild there through the corner. Lost a little bit of pace, and I think that's going to allow the number 19 of Justin Parham to maybe get this one done. Going to take the low line here through 3 and 4. Man, Allen is super loose in the middle of the corner. Now it's going to be 3 wide as we cross the start-finish line. Matthew Fritz down low. Allen in the middle. Carson up top. And man, Allen is sliding back through the field. Back to 9th position he goes now. What's the gap up front? Chris Cornett actually chopping down into that lead a little bit. But is it going to be too little, too late? With a 3-second advantage for Zach Lockett out front. Hey, what's up, Drafty? Got the whole game here. Welcome in, everybody. And congratulations, Raven. Winning $40 at Old Daytona. Driving the, what were we driving, the 87s? I saw that event posted earlier. I was like, man, I wish I could do that, but I ain't going to be able to. I got a broadcast to do. Try to see if I can find us a battle somewhere out here on track. I'll ride along with Derek Buckaloo. He's actually reeled in the 33 of Zach Stevens here a little bit. Down below 3/10 of a second now. Chris Cornett is gaining on Zach Lockett. But will he have any tires left by the time he gets there? Probably not. Little touch on the wall as he head out of the corner there by Derek. Van shift this thing down into 4th. Gets a little loose in the middle of the corner. Not able to get on the gas like he wants to. Starting to lose a little ground here to Zach Stevens. Back up to almost half a second now. Here's a pretty good little battle. Matthew Fritz trying to chase down the 19 of Justin Parham. Well, I'm not sure. Overkill. I've only raced this track once in iRacing. I don't feel like it's a track that's used very much. Especially since it was retired from the NASCAR schedule. People tend to forget about it now. I just remember, I don't like this track. When I raced it, I didn't like it. But I was also in the, what was I racing this thing in? I think it was the old ARCA cars. And those things pushed like a dump truck, man. I just did not care for it at this track. Could have been the tune as well, but could have been the driver skill too, which is very low. Whoa, boy, what a run here by Matthew Fritz. Get right on the bumper of the 19 of Justin Parham. See if he can get the move done. It actually killed all of his momentum getting right there on the bumper of him. Here they are racing down the back stretch. Really starting to struggle with grip here. Chris Cornett again cuts into the lead. A 2.2 second advantage for Zach Lockett out front. So it is getting a little lower, but not able to, I don't think he's going to have enough time with only 8 laps left to go. Ooh, good battle going on back here. Who is that? That is Derek Buckaloo and Joey Hickox. Joey Hickox going to be on the low side here as they head into 3. Oh, he made that look easy. Man, he's blinking. I can't follow him on the track. He's been blinking for me all night long. We'll just watch him from a distance. It's like that battle is now complete. Matthew Fritz still working on Justin Parham. I don't know if he's going to have enough. Every time he gets alongside, I think the car gets a little bit too loose and not able to get anything done with it. Oh, we might have a chance here as I say that. Whoa, they both get loose. Derek Buckaloo and Justin Parham got loose out of turn 4. They're going to be side by side. Matthew Fritz going to take the higher line, going to cut it down low here. He's going to go below the 81 car. Ooh, Justin Parham touched the apron there. He might get a 2-for-1 deal heading down the backstretch. And he does. Nicely done, Matthew Fritz. Clutch move here with 6 laps left to go. Going to move himself up into a top 5 spot. Man, I tell you what, starting all the way back in 17th, going to be running in top 5 right now. Got to be feeling good about that. But man, this guy, the number 3 of Joey Hickok, starting in 20th position. Currently in 3rd. He's got to be just absolutely happy. I can't wait to talk to him after the race and finish his top 3, that is. Yeah, I don't think Lockett has any fear of losing this race because I think he's not really driving the wheels off of it. So he's going to have a little bit of tire, and Chris Cornett, he's really pushing the car right now. You can tell in the lap times. Last time by, 31.6 by the man out front and 31.6 by the man in 2nd place. So he didn't gain on him that round at least. Yulee, Florida has the worst internet in the United States. Oof, that's never good. Yeah, poor Joey. He is. He's blinking all over the place. Good battle back here, though. Justin Parham trying to take back that spot. Zach Stevens as well. 3 laps left to go. 1.4 seconds out front is the leader. Oh, Zach Stevens running a really high line here through the middle of 1 and 2. Going to carry a lot of speed down the backstretch, I got a feeling. But not enough to hang on to that spot. Justin Parham will take away a top 5 spot. Two laps left to go. Battle out front, 1.3 seconds. Too little, too late for Chris Cornett, I have a feeling. I think the only way Zach Lockett loses this race is if he gets in big trouble. Needs to drive a nice smooth lap. Actually put 2/10 the advantage this lap. So white flag is now waving. Can the number 93 of Zach Lockett bring home the checker flags here today? It's a nice, smooth, easy Sunday drive, buddy. Out of turn number 2 for the last time here today. Number 24, right there in front of him. Kenneth Redinger. No need to even look around. Out of the last corner. He's going to see the checker flags waving. He's going to be the winner here in week number 6 of the Noma Next Gen Series. Nicely done to Zach Lockett. Man, he was dominant all day long. It's no big surprise to me that he's going to take the win here today. Chris Cornett, good try at the end there to drive it home in 2nd place, so he's got to be happy with that. Joey Hickox will get that 3rd spot. 4th spot will go to Matthew Fritz. Justin Parham going to finish in 5th. Zach Stevens going to settle for 6th. Joshua Freed, the 39 car, will finish in 7th. 8th will go to Carson Youngblood. 9th will go to Joe Hudson, the 49 car, which was all over the track today. And Derek Buckaloo going to finish off the top 10 spot. But all eyes are on this man right here, Zach Lockett. Let's watch him burn him down. He deserves it. Yeah, buddy. Oh, he almost hit the 88. Can't get in the way of a man to want to burn out. Remember, we are going to hear from our top 3 finishers here in just 1 minute. We'll let them burn them down and have a good time, celebrate and all that good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and get myself ready. Let them know that I am ready to go. right. They're all having a good time out here. Look at this. Love to see it. I don't like the Titans. I'm not a Tennessee Titans fan, man. I am not a NFL fan. I don't enjoy the NFL. Love college football. Only thing. Oh, damn, Ashley. Savage. Oh, he done blew it up. Nicely done, Zach Lockett. Let's wait and see who's going to hop in voice channel. First, we're going to hear from Joey Hickox, and then we'll hear from Chris Cornett. He's always a character on the mic. He's going to talk a while, so just be ready. And then we'll hear from our winner of the day, Zach Lockett. All right, it does look like Joey Hickox is in voice channel. Get things set up here. All right, looks like we have our third place finisher here today, Joey Hickox. Man, you got to be happy. You started all the way back in 20th position. Going to bring it home in third spot here tonight. Get a spot on the podium. I feel like it was a wild ride for a lot of you out there. It looked like everybody was struggling with grip out of turn 2 and out of turn 4. It looks like you had what it took to bring home the third spot here tonight. So, yeah, let's hear about it from your point of view, buddy.
Yeah, man, I just I messed up in qualifying, so probably should have started in mid-pack instead of back there in the back. So at that point, I was just rode around, try to save my tires the best I could, and not get loose off of turn 2 and turn 4. So it actually worked out pretty well for us. Got that one caution, was able to come in, get off cycle a little bit from the tires, which helped me gain track position. And then a great call from my teammate from Matt there to kind of stay out a little bit later so we can have some pressure stuff at the end. Was able to bring it home P3.
Yeah, man. Got to be happy with that. A really impressive drive from you here tonight with a lot of people struggling. Looked like you seem to have your hands full out there, but hey, going to bring it home in third, get this one behind you, move on to next week. So, yeah, congratulations, man, and hopefully we'll see you next week, brother.
All right, thanks, sir.
Right, there you have it, everybody. That is your third place finisher, Mr. Joey Hickox. Like I said, started back in 20th, going to finish in third. Man, what a day in the office. But now let's hear from our second place finisher, Mr. Chris Cornett. All right, I am here with our second place finisher, Mr. Chris Cornett. I'm starting to get used to talking to you every week. Starting to finish up here just about every single time. But, hey, man, you drove the wheels off that thing to try to catch up to Zach. I think you got a little messed up staying out a little bit later on those tires and lost a little bit of ground and just ran out of time there at the end. But you were reeling him in. You know, you started at almost 4 seconds. And you got him down to 1.3 seconds, but not enough. A little bit too late, but, you know, going to finish in second. Another good finish here. You know, this season you've had a really good season so far. So, yeah, let's hear from you, man.
No, yeah, I was just explaining to Zach that I said I messed up and stayed out a little bit too long, and that lets you get that big gap, and well, just that, and then I didn't get a good exit off pit road because getting off pit road here is so slick. So, but I mean, if I would have at least stayed out or pitted probably 3 laps later than him or after him, I probably would have been closer. But yeah, all in all, it was a good finish. I got stage points in both stages, so that's a plus. Hopefully, it helped me gain on our points leader, John Ross. So.
I mean, nonetheless, still a good night in the office, man. Yeah, like you said, John Ross not being here tonight, you're going to finish in second spot. That's definitely going to help you in the points. Hopefully, it brings it in a little bit closer. But you've had a good season all season long. Going to finish in second here tonight at old Kentucky and move on to next week. So, yeah, man, congratulations on that, and hopefully we'll see you next week, brother.
I appreciate it.
All right, everybody, that was Chris Cornett in the number 88 car. Started in 6th, going to finish in second. So, good night in the office for him. I really thought he might have had it there at the end, but, you know, a little bit too late. So now let's hear from our race winner, Mr. Zach Lockett. All right, I'm here with our race winner, buddy. Congratulations on the big win here tonight at Kentucky. You were the man to beat from just about the green flag all the way to the very end. It was no big surprise to me that you were going to win this race because you were very dominating in stage 1. You won that one. Stage 2, you won that one. And I said, boys, that is the guy to beat here tonight. And you did exactly that in the second half of the race. You drove off into the sunset. I thought for a second there, Chris Cornett was going to have a little something for you, but stayed out a little bit too long on those tires, lost a little bit of time to you, and he ran out of time. He was never going to catch you at the end because you were starting to put in some pretty good pace. So, yeah, man, good drive here tonight. Good win here at Kentucky. So let's hear about it from you, buddy.
Yeah, felt pretty quick coming in tonight. Was really excited and really felt like I was going to be able to be one of the faster cars here and run up towards the front. And then once I qualified second, I really knew that this could be a special night. So got past the 49 there on the initial restart, got myself in clean air early, and was able to win both stages. Or well, I'll start from that first stage. Able to get through that first stage, with a couple of cautions there, but with that clean air and the leader has control at the restart lane, it was pretty easy to stay in the lead. So felt very, very positive there. And then that second half of the race after the stages, we had the longer runs, and really didn't know who was gonna come up and challenge me. Knew Chris was fast. Chris had a great run, and it did end up being him. So he got in front of me, and then was really able to kind of block well and just use that dirty air, throw it right on my nose for most of that second run there. So he did what I usually do, which is stay out just a little bit too long. So I said screw it. Won the first stage, won the second stage. I know I'm the fastest car here. I need to try to undercut him. Need to try to do something, and that just ended up working, and really throughout the race came to realize that the tires just weren't falling off very much. I think it was the 33 Zach Stevens who stayed out at the end of one of the stages, and he ended up finishing, I think it was at the end of the first stage, he ended up finishing fourth in the stage on old tires. So once I realized that, I was like, all right, I gotta, these tires aren't wearing a lot. I gotta really try to go for it here and pit first. So executed a great green flag pit stop, and it just all worked out really well.
Yeah, man. It was an excellent plan. You drove the car perfectly here tonight. Could bring home the checker flag. A lot of people were struggling out there on turns 2 and turn 4, but you made it look easy. So big win here tonight, man. Congratulations on that, and hopefully you can carry that momentum into next week, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I really felt like Kentucky's been one of my more consistent tracks. I mean, even in the trucks, I raced in a different league on Tuesday nights in the trucks. We ran there not too long ago, and was the hard charger of the race, I think, and finished really well, and was just really able to use 3 and 4 to my advantage. I think I brake a little bit early and don't send it into the turn, because when you send it in the turn, you slide up the track and burn those tires. So broke for my braking lane early, and was able to get good exits off turn 3 and 4 all night. And really glad to come away with this win. Hopefully that propels me to many more. I know we're going to Nashville next week. Excited for that. Bringing back the Tennessee Titans Chevrolet Camaro here for the season. Excited about next week for the draft. Hopefully going to get Cam Ward. So a little bit of excitement hopefully coming in here for the Titans and for this car. And thank you guys for broadcasting. Shout out to everyone in Adrenaline. Josh Freed had a good run tonight. Christian Delgado, Leroy Koblenz, John Ross, who couldn't be here tonight, and a couple other guys who weren't here as well. But work really well as a team, and really excited to race with those guys every week.
Good deal, brother. Well, appreciate you coming out here and racing tonight and putting on a show for all of us. We're going to start calling you the Kentucky King until anybody takes you off that throne. So congratulations, buddy, and hopefully we'll see you next week, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, everybody, there you have it. That is your top 3 finishers here tonight. Joey Hickok's going to bring it home in 3rd. Chris Cornett going to finish in 2nd. And our big winner of the night is Zach Lockett. So congratulations to him. Big shout out to everybody that put all this stuff together. Appreciate you, Jay Stinson, for putting the league together. And then, of course, everybody I work with at Royalty Racing Network. Appreciate you guys a lot. I have an absolute blast doing this stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the broadcast. Appreciate everybody over here in chat. Appreciate you guys a lot. And hopefully you guys enjoyed everything. But, we're off to Nashville next week. You heard it from the racers there. I love Nashville. I absolutely love that track. It's one of my hometown tracks. I'm from Tennessee, so bring it on, baby. So hopefully you guys are excited about that one. So hopefully we'll see you next Saturday night, same time, same place. Anyways, you guys have a good rest of the night. Love y'all. Mean it. Until next time, goodbye.